Hey guys, welcome back to the Tuesday stream. We are back playing a little bit of Kerbal Space Program. For those of you watching on the stream, sorry about a little bit of a late start. Life took a little bit longer than I would normally expect, but you know, we're just here to launch some Space Frogs up anyway, so all's good. Hello, the video watchers. How is everybody doing out there today? Today we have a big RSS stream. That's the one that I am looking for there. We're going to see if we can do some recording today. We're going to see if we can get 2 failed launches. I want to. Well, as soon as we get there, you know what? I'm going to bring us over. Wait, let me. I've got to find stuff here. Is it you? Is it you? One of these gives me the window that I want. I use it relatively regularly, so you'd expect that I would have been able to know what it was. So it's that one there. Okay. Wait. Say thank you. All right. So it's you. Hello, you're over here. Or lack of everybody today, but you know, start at the wrong time. That's what happens. So we are at a whole bunch of Mars missions. We've been working on the carrier rockets on the right-hand side over here. Do you see my mouse? You do not see my mouse. Wait, the red square. We have been working on a whole. No, am I not allowed to grab the red square? Thank you. We've been working on the carrier rockets down the right-hand side here, but now I want to start working on the actual main payloads over here on the left. If we go across the top tab here, turn on my red square, I'm sure you can see it. This thing right here, that is the satellite that we're going to be making first and foremost. It's got its own designations and stuff, but it's the Mars 1M number 1. We'll be making the number 1 and the number 2. It was a bit of a fated program. No, I wanted to turn this one. Oh, good start. Good start. All going well. And so we're going to go to the vehicle assembly building. We are going to see if we can open up ourselves the Molnier so that we've got a little bit of size comparison to work from. And then we're going to read some information off of various Wikipedia pages, let's be honest, and we're going to get things like, you know, how heavy a probe core do we need to build and stuff like that. So just to remind, if we come over here and open this up, we have, oh man, we've got a whole bunch of stuff here, but the most important is the Molnier. Or at least the most important for today's story is the Molnier. We've got ourselves a little payload at the top there. This is the bit that we want to replace. This bit up here. Everything below this is pretty much standard with what the Russians are even launching nowadays. I think we have got ourselves like we're using the lowest configuration. We could totally be having some more thrust here. Is it the same fuel? Look, we got kerosene, liquid oxygen, HPT. Yeah, it is. I don't know why I haven't just done that. Okay, maybe I was using fuel consideration. I don't know. As long as this also does the same. Okay, that's all fine. That's all fine. Can I get rid of that? I love RO, I love everything about Real Scale. There's a whole bunch of amazing things, but when you start getting a lot of mods interacting with each other, there's things like window priority and stuff like that that just seem to get a little bit forgotten about, a little bit left to the wayside, and it just makes you chuckle every now and then. Wick, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Good to see. I'm just going to remove the tank and make sure that we're still putting on the outside ones. I think so. They should all be the same tanks anyway. That was one of the things that we wanted to make sure here. We'll do the 107s in the middle. Let's see. I did it the wrong way around. I don't think it matters because they both use the same fuel, so that's fine. Anyway, the Molnier. This is great. This is amazing. This is what we're going to be using. We are going to launch. I'm going to put it back up again for Wick. Let's have a look. Oh, hey, over here. And this one. We're making the Mars number 1, big red square. That one. That's what we're making right there. That is what the first ever mission that was aimed at Mars. It didn't quite meet the fate that anybody wanted, you know. I'm sure that actually, now that I say that, I'm sure there were a few people that really did want it. But I would have wished them well. So somewhere in here we've got ourselves I gotta check back. Just been bringing back 2 missions that have been to Elu. I normally just leave them there. But cool. Procedural probe core is what I'm looking for. This is a great little piece here. We're going to zoom right in on it. If we right click, we've got ourselves a whole bunch of variants up the top here. Now, which one was it? We're going to end up going through them all because, you know, I'm not going to have remembered any that I was playing with in the past. What we're trying to do is look for something a bit dome-like, you know? I mean, this is quite nice. It's got that little dome to the top of it. We're trying to make something that will fit on top of, on top of the... Ooh... This looks a bit imperial, if you ask me. Go on top of the probe. Let's finish the sentence that I'm trying to say. That would definitely help. I don't think there's a way of changing the colour on this one, unfortunately. So whilst this was white, we are going to end up making a black version of it. I think that's fine. I don't see any problems with that. I wish... I mean, is Kerbal paint a thing? I don't see it. I don't see it. So, we've got ourselves a little dome for the top here. I think everything's just fine as it is. If we need to change the scaling up and down, we'll see about it. One of the main things that I wanted to make sure is that we were within the payload limit. So, this has a launch mass of 650 kilos. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. So, we need to keep an eye somewhere down here. This one. Have we already blown past it? If the 3.28 tons is 3,000 kilos. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe those that didn't save a lot of energy. The multi-layer insulation. There's no need to have it because it's just a battery. Clicking my way down to see if any of these... There we go, that's much better. 0.22 tons sounds a lot more usable. Can I bring this down even more? Because we don't need ridiculous batteries, right? We're going to put some rather large solar panels on this thing. So that should be cool. So underneath this sort of bell dome, we have ourselves a little bit of a just like a straight cylinder. I would like to put a reaction wheel. Does this have a reaction? I think I'd still like to put, even if it does have one, more reaction wheel on here. It doesn't look like it does. Okay, so let's not fall foul of that particular problem all over again. We've got the small one. Doesn't work for me. Well, I don't know. Does it actually? Does that fit the picture? Can we point it towards, there we go, the sky, so that we can see what we're looking at? All about a bit of contrast. Can I not up and down? I'm sure, there we go. There was a way that I used to be able to do this. Okay, so we've got that. We've got that. Let me just pull up the picture once more. You there. I mean, it's almost the same thing, obviously. Almost. I mean, it does actually follow the right shape. Okay, so going from there, we've got a little bit of a taper out. Now, I've been doing almost everything with procedural fuel tanks because it just lets me shape everything exactly how I want it, which sounds like a winner. We're going to have to bring the top in a little bit. Cylinder cone, there we go. We'll bring the top in to, turns out 0.6. Is that 0.65? Should we try 0.65? There we go. Yeah, that looks good. Oh, no, that looks like too much. 0.625? let's do this to the, like, you know, smallest of the small if we can. I mean, to the millimeter sounds pretty good. All right, we'll go with that. Now, I feel like this is stumpier than the original picture. Let's click back again to have a look. Sorry, I think this is longer than the original picture. I think the original picture was kind of more squat. So I would like to pull this in a little bit. That might be too much. I think we're going to go with that one. Okay, looking good. And then just another procedural tank underneath. What is this? Bright green. I can't. There. What's this bright green writing down under here? I've never used it. I've never had to use it. But I think we'll be fine. Okay, so we were going out to, not to 2 meters. Gone out to 1.2. What is this? 1.25. I believe that's size of regular tank. 1.23. I can talk and move bar at the same time, and I don't know why I'm not. Okay, so of course we're still kind of light because we don't have an engine or any fuel on board. So we need to think about engines. Now this is the part where I think I've got to say that I have no idea what I'm doing. There is no specs at all whatsoever for the Mars engine underneath. The only thing that I've got to go on, oh man, I might even have to make this window a little bit bigger here. Apart from I can't grab it. Whoop. We go bigger on this side as well. You could almost, if you squint really, really hard, and I resize my red square here, you can see right there's an engine nozzle. So that's what I'm working off of. There is a tiny, well, I don't know, it's maybe a third of the way across. So we're looking for an engine nozzle that fits a third of the way across there. Now I need to resize this so that I can... Oh no, I got the wrong thing. I don't know what it was I got there, but I really would like just to bring this down a bit more reasonable size. Okay, there we go. That's now usable for where we want to use it. Again, all right, great. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely not an A10. Like this is an engine that I've looked at previously. Yeah, that's not going to cut it. It needs to fall. Oh, it falls within it. Use a Twitchi engine. I wish there was. I'm tempted to go with our performance stage, and Tug was based heavily on the shuttle OMS. This one here, I think it was the one that I was looking at. It's obviously like way out of the tech range. In fact, it is way out of tech range. But it's not pushed up our weight all that much. We're still within capabilities. And if I then go for tankage, oh, that is quite heavy. That is quite heavy. Of course, the fuel was going to weigh quite a bit. Is there a way that I can sort these by like thrust or something like that? Mass, cost, size. I mean, cost is probably a good indicator, right? Because the lower the cost, the smaller the engine. Maybe, you never know. Developed during the 2000s. I mean, that's again quite large. I'm looking for something relatively small compared. Lunar module. That's again huge. That's a Soviet. LE5. What can we use? I surely should have done a bunch of more research before this, but let's have a look at this one. Soviet gas generator hypergolic vacuum engine designed for use in the propulsion system for the Mars and Venera 2MVs. Okay, so this is actually a little bit higher tech than we were aiming for. Wait, has Real Scale came along and given us the one that we want? Like that's kind of actually amazing. I gotta say. Maybe this one. It's a lower tech, if you will, but I'm totally going to use the highest tech. That is the highest tech available for it. Let's remove and fill. I don't even know how many not refills, how many reignitions this has. I should probably check that out, right? The KTD 35 ignition rate 25. I mean, that works for me. That's a good thing. What's my... I need to turn back to another page that I used to have somewhere once upon a time. Does anyone know? Image? This one? Hey, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the trip to Mars cost. Because we're gonna go. Wait, the red square. It's a very, very handy little thing. Apart from it's behind everything. Okay, let's carry on moving that up. Okay, red square. Here we go. So we're going to do this whole bit all the way up to geostationary or so with the launcher, the Molnir, and then we want to go this way, Earth Mars transfer. So we're going down. So I see a 0.0929, so we're at like 4. Let's call that 4. With the 0.6, let's call that 1,000. Why not? You know what? I think this is fine. We're not trying to land on Mars. We just want it to be capable of capturing on an orbit. Not that the fate of this craft was to be captured in orbit. This is going to break up in the higher atmosphere. But I would like to be able to smash it into Mars as well. Just, you know, for my own perverse needs. Is it the 1M? Let me just get the name again on the window here. I am looking... What is it that I grab in the background there that's not this? I definitely do need to find out at some point. The Mars 1M number 1. So I'm just calling it the 1M. I'll just call it the 1M. Because the number 2 flew a little bit later. What can we do here? Solar panels. That's what's missing. Now, this is another thing. And of course communication. But we'll try and remember to deal with that. You know what? I'm going to remember to deal with the solar panels. So let's come and deal with the communication, because that's a thing that will really mess me up if I get it wrong. And honestly, I don't. It doesn't tell me here like any sort of range. We got a 2 decibel. All right, great. What's the pickup range on that? It doesn't really. So here we've got like, oh man, 11, 16, 23 decibels. That sounds a lot stronger, but that's still only the Apollo one. Surely we have okay, a high gain antenna. We've got a 43 there. 43s are big numbers on the Ka band. I have no idea what the Ka band is. I'm sure Wikipedia could help if I really went. Real antenna 3 decibels, but Gemini, as they like to call it, only went to Earth orbit. Dinosaur telemetry array. A lot of this not so great for like deep space. This might be though. We've got a 40. I think we're probably going with this high gain antenna, because everything that I look at isn't putting out. I mean, that's putting out a little bit more. Isn't really putting out exactly what I want here. 1.25 retractable parabolic antenna sounds good. That's got a 49. That's a big number. Foldable. Oh, this is huge. That's why this is huge. Extend it. What does that look like? You know, I'm just going to take poetic license here a little bit and just assume that this is on the other side of the probe that we can't see. Like if I was to turn this back on, I mean, I don't see any big antenna like that, but I'm going to just assume that they put that on the back side, like so. Let's turn that down again, and then when it gets folded up, retract. Like, you'd never know, and that's why we never know. Makes sense, right? Yeah. I'm going to go with these hinged solar panels, because one of us needs to be at least, and we're going to try somehow to get this pointed round. Now, these hinged solar panels, very nice. You can first they give you, you know, what the power output is for different places. You know, Mars, we get an efficiency of 100%. We got 28 watts and 19 watts. That's not a lot, but I think it's enough to keep our tiny craft working. But to match the panels in the spacecraft, I mean, we're not going to match them, unfortunately, but these are the best that I can do. Is that too big? I think that's fine. This was about as wide as, you know what, we'll bring that down. It was about as wide as the body was. So if we go I want to go down. Why won't it let me go down? we had explosive unintended growth here. That's fine. It's something that all companies really look for. Okay, so something like that, and then I'm going to, just so we can fit them in the fairing a little bit better, offset that like so. You'd never notice when we're in orbit. You'll never notice. Okay, 1M, save it. I think we are in position for a test launch. Have you heard that China got their lunar surface return earlier? No, I missed that one. That's unfortunate. That I missed it. Not that they did it. It's great that they did it. Okay, so I've saved this. I want to change the root part to the bottom. Because now this is the important part here, right? Save it again, save it again. We're going to open Molnia. We're going to attempt... I mean, to be fair, like, why haven't we had more lunar return missions recently? Like, it's not like the moon dust isn't... Oh, is that literally as high as I can go? Ah. I never found a limit before. Oh, no, I want that. It's this bit. Oh. Oh, okay. I need to do some rerouting magic. So the problem is that something up here on this top part is the root part. That means we can't use it. Oh, why won't you let me? Why won't you let me? It means we can't use this current save file as the base unless I do... Why is it not doing... Are we good? Okay, we are where I wanted to go. This was just something that we made to make sure this could launch. I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, so like all the moon dust samples are, would you believe it, like moon dust. They are super precious, super precious. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, I mean that's fine. We're allowed to do things wrong like that. I might even save it with its root part there. Thinking about it, that would make more sense. Yeah, so why not have someone else collect some? It's a good idea. I'm all about it. Okay, we've now opened it. We're gonna this, and we're gonna merge. Okay, we did it the right way around this time. I can rock it, honest. I do know how to rock it. Okay, I think we're good. I'm now like, okay, I think I'm good, so what have I overlooked? That. Okay, this is good. We fire all rockets, and then we let go of the launch clamp. The outer ones drop off. Double ring? Fine, they're in the same spot, so that's fine. Double ring, and fairing. There's a fairing here? Wait, what? Okay, there we go. There's the fairing. Alright, there's a fairing there. Drops the fairing, starts. Ooh, no. Ooh, no. Starts that engine. Okay, alright, this is better. So we drop the decouplers here. We fire the engine inside. We also drop the shroud from above, but I think that's fine. And then finally here in it. Okay. Woo-wee. This is Molnia 1M #1. Watch it not save half of that. Alright, save it, launch it. Wait, we're supposed to have a specific date. Wait. 10th of October 1960. Are we past 1960 in our game yet? I don't know. I actually don't know. We might end up moving this over to another save. I don't know what time this was supposed to go or nothing. Let's click up here because it will tell us some things. This one? Okay. 51. Am I going to wait on the pad for 10 years? Maybe. Let's try. Because I just want to test it, honestly. I don't know about you, but I miss finishing missions. should we try and finish a mission? No promises, because I'm working on stuff that literally didn't make it. Earliest departure. I don't know what year we're on. Year 00. Okay, let's put some zeros. Why can't I put a 0 here? It won't accept a 0. Okay, it's because we're looking at mission time. I have no idea where we are. I assume this is the closest. Let's just go with that. So we have got... I mean, that's a good day. Let's add to Kerbal alarm clock. Is that a thing we can do? Does it add it up here? There's no alarms up here. Copy detail, copy department. Surely this should be interfaceable toggle calendar. Here we go. Alright, well we got a date we can read now. Still doesn't tell me when this is. 1952. I know that's the 24th of December. Oh man, that is like all the way at the end of the year. How am I supposed to actually put this anywhere? Like, surely this should just go into up here, but there's like, no, this was made for a different mod. Create alarm. Like, I'm not even going to be able to like paste it in here, right? Control V. Ugh. Pasted tech wasn't a just what was that? What was that? It was meant for MechJeb. I wish I knew what I was doing with MechJeb. Is there an alarm system here? Flight recorder. I bet there is. I bet there is something very handy, and they're just like rover autopilot rendezvous. I actually cannot. I'm just going to do this the good old-fashioned way. Are we going to do it the good old-fashioned way? We're going to wait until, as I say, 24th, well, Christmas Day. We're going to wait till Christmas Day, 10 o'clock in the morning. I need to get out of here. I'm also going to save it all the way back here on January 12th. How do I close you? That's what I want to do. And then we want to go to the space center. I should have probably gone straight to the tracking station. Straight to the tracking station. All right, Christmas Day. Here we go. How many missions have launched on Christmas Day? It's not none. I know that. Because, like, honestly, if you had the plan, if you had the ability to send a spacecraft past a certain object at whatever day, like there used to be a flight planner at NASA that would make your birthday the day of a flyby for a spacecraft. Now that's amazing. If someone did that for me, I mean, you know, much love instantly. Let's try and go around this. The time is traveling fast. I don't know if I like it. February, March, April. Can we go faster? But yeah, what date? Oh, it does stop instantly. Okay, that's good. What date would you go for? Obviously, I've got a whole list of birthdays that I would send spacecrafts around for. Like, I understand why they did Christmas. They were like reaching out for an event that everybody can relate to, kind of forgetting that, you know, not everybody. Oh, that's Mercury. Don't wait. We've fallen foul of this before. Plot it again. Right, brilliant. Oh, slightly earlier, 23rd of December. I think any time in that window is good, right? Like, we could go all the way back here, the 20th, all the way up to here, the 25th. November. Okay, all right, yeah. So we're all right to cruise through another month. November, December. I don't like it. It's too fast. I need better control. I don't trust my fingers on the keyboard. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I'm not slowing there. Who's slowing this down? Wait a minute. Something has worked. I clicked the copy over button and it's copied over somewhere. That's good. That's good. I hope. I hope that was just randomly stopping me for no reason. Now, can we actually get this to Mars? I'll be honest, I'm not hopeful. Like I say, this is a mission that's always doomed for failure. But we're going to see. Can we perform the mission that those guys back at the beginning of the rocket program just couldn't handle for some reason? I think we can. All right. 3, 2, 1, engine ignition. And then we have another little countdown. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Do I like the double countdown? I don't know. There's definitely a part of me that doesn't. So I don't know what the ideal angle is for going to Mars. So I'm just going to stick with ecliptic nose best and stay roughly equatorial throughout. Now, I'm not on the equator on Earth, so we're not going to end up around the equator in orbit. But that's all right, because Mars doesn't pass the equator anyway. So we'll apply a bit of a fudge factor, because I'm sure that's how the guys at the beginning of the rocket program did it. There was no specific calculations or yeah. Oh, hello. I would like to delete this. Thank you. They're like, you should leave now. I'm going. Don't worry. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. It's like the end of the party when the host is like, I want to go to bed. It's like, no, I am out of here. Honestly. Okay, prograde. Here we go. This should now get us to orbit. Hopefully. We've done this flight a couple of times before, so I'm hoping that this just holds steady. It's a beautiful day at the Cape, by the way. Like, look at this. Absolutely amazing. Beautiful day out the window as well. One might say maybe a little too much, but I'm sure we're just warming up to the beginning of summer. So hey, maybe this is the best it gets. Who knows? We're about 9 kilometers up in the air right now. We are, just going with a fairly lazy turn. If we have a look at our ascent stats over here, we're not losing too much in gravity and steering losses. There's about standard for May. Yeah, I think we're going well. I'm never sure at what point I want to be dropping my outside boosters. I think really I should be looking at my Apple apps for that. Like, is it when this gets up to 100? That's when I should do it. We'll try that this flight. I should really be writing down the various times that I do the different stages for this craft, because. Yeah, I feel like there is a very, very precise and amazing way to do this, and I'm just not that good at it, I just don't know. I do like these ascent stats. They are very nice, very, very good. Tell me what I'm missing out on here. Maybe when this changes to orbit, I don't know. Is it going to change to orbit? We're at the 100. Anyway, let's go. We're going to drop those. Wait. Oh, no. I pressed space again out of panic or something. I don't know what made me press space, but I pressed space again instead of escape. I was going to say, wait, aren't those out of fuel? To vehicle assembly. Wait. There was definitely a problem there. What's your fuel? 30? 20. Let's turn this central core down a little more. Why aren't you burning? There's a fuel delivery. That's exactly what I was expecting to see. That is exactly what I was expecting to see. Maybe we'll try it again. I was expecting this to drain. Yeah, okay. Maybe I've misremembered something here and it's actually my fault. I was fairly sure. Alright, I'm going with it. I'm going again. So, like, do you think there's going to be a roaring trade in moon rocks now that it's becoming a bit more of an everyday venture that people go up and grab a bit? Like, what minerals... Oh, man, we're all the way out here. What minerals are only accessible on the moon, forged in like ridiculously high temperatures with like impacts needed, like asteroids impact needed, right? That sort of level of shock. So go there. Okay, I've copied it to my alarm clock. We're going to go to the tracking station and we're just going to rip forwards again. Yeah, because like there's some billionaire out there walking around with a lump of something from the moon. Be like, yeah, no, I knew someone at NASA and just bought it. Because that's the way some things work, right? We're just gonna go. Do I trust it? Do I trust it? We're already in August, so I best do. November or December. Oh, I slowed that down. I didn't trust it. We got to December and I stopped on the 20th. It's tempting just to let it roll now. We know this is good. If you think sand ever gets... wait until you get moon... yeah. If you think sand gets everywhere, wait until you see the moon dust. Honestly, legit though, during the Apollo missions, this was one of the things that was a problem. Was all the moon dust. I'm going to launch in the daytime. Everybody likes a daytime launch, right? I like a daytime launch. They say it smells slightly like gunpowder, which I'm going to believe the Americans. I think they know. Of course, like actually, the stuff used in bullets now isn't actually like what we would consider pure gunpowder. It's like I don't want to throw the word cordite out there because I don't know for certain, but it's some stuff, right? Anyway, 5, 4, 3, 2. Engine ignition. 1. I gotta go with that on 3, don't I? Blast off. We'll get there. We'll get there. I'll figure out. It's got to be like 5, 4. Engine ignition. 2, 1. Blast off. Right. That's how that's got to be. We'll work on that. We will work on that. But there's gonna be some like Uber Diamond, the Giga Emerald, something like that, right? So something that's pure mineralogy that can only be formed without the presence of water, in a vacuum, high temperature, high pressure, right? And there's only going to be like a small asteroid's worth in the solar system. It is just going to be like carbon and water. Not water, because I said specifically without water in the environment. It's just going to be like carbon and some other element, a magnesium or something like that. And like from an atom by atom basis, it's going to be super common. But the crystal structure or something like that is going to be super rare. I think I'm just well building my sci-fi roleplay campaign here. Because you got to know what the luxury goods are going to be, so you know what the gangsters are going after, right? In the future, what is rare? What is worth the time and investment of pulling a heist off for? Like the risk. I'm kind of pitching over a little bit more than I would normally because we're up at 10, 11 kilometers, and normally we're at 45 degrees by now. We are currently at 70. What has just happened to my chat window? Literally, as I was talking, it's gone blank. Let me just click over here. Hello. All right, clicking back brought it back. I brought you back now. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about this. This mission is not going ideally. Which, I suppose that's cool. That's what the first Mars mission is like. It do be ideal. Yeah, definitely want to be turning over more. I'm even going to turn off my prograde pointing and just really starting to hammer it sideways. Now, if we have a look at the ascent stats, my steering losses are going to be pretty high. But we're not going sideways yet, and we've got to be going sideways at some... I was stealing control by having my mouse over there. I was like, why am I not turning? But actually, there was a very good reason why I was not turning. Because I had my mouse hovered over the window, and it was stealing my controls. Okay, we've lost... Well, I say lost the stage. Staging our way. Okay, now we go sideways. I mean... That's how my life goes anyway, sideways. Okay, we got 1.9 kilometers to add to our 1.9. Wait, are we making this? Is this going to be good? I sure hope so. This is the direction I want to go. We're going to try Point in prograde the whole way. Wait, I know better than this. I know better than this. We need to watch these stats over there. Yeah, we've barely got going anywhere. So let's keep looking prograde. Let's keep adding some extra speed to our current velocity. Hopefully get that apoapsis up. I don't know how high I want it to get up. I assume we want to aim for a fairly circular orbit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we can burn this through. Thankfully, we're going to have to burn this through because this is a single ignition only. So, like, really, it's out of my hands. I've hit the go button. That's about it. I occasionally could steer a little bit harder than it was doing so. We have managed to input, I don't know, maybe I got to stop hovering over whilst I'm steering. Maybe 2/3 of our velocity that we have expended has actually gone into giving us the directions we want it to be. Is that? I do believe the dulcet tones of orbit. We are up. We're up. We haven't circularized, and I don't know whether we're going to with this stage, but I suppose this stage isn't meant to. This stage is just supposed to give us the initial big kick, and then we've got ourselves... Oh, it's a much smaller stage in the middle there, but we're going to go for it. I'm actually going to bring this down here, so we can fire up the engine at the same time as travelling forwards. Okay, finger on the stage button. 3, 2, 1. Wow, that burnt out quite far. Let's go, 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 and we are away. Okay, we're burning. We've got 5,000 delts in the tank. I don't know whether this one can light again. I need to move these ascent stats out the way, or one of them out of the way. Propellant, predictable mixture. Four remaining ignitions. Okay, so if we overshoot the mark, we can definitely correct. Okay, that's good. That's good. Are we changing our speed anywhere near enough? Ooh, that's maybe 1 meter per second as an acceleration, just to read that off of the dial there. I don't know whether that's actually our acceleration, but look at this. Does that look like a tenth to you? Looks like about a tenth to me. Makes it about 1 meter per second. We are definitely not dealing well enough in any of these at the moment, but I think we'll be fine. I'm very interested to know what our last engine's going to give us, or even if we're going to make it to orbit this time. Should I have gone with the super high nose orbit? I think all we can really do is watch this view here. Wait, how do we get this looking in the right direction? Something like that. I don't know. Because somewhere along the line, someone decided the player's orbit is going to be blue. When you're from a planet covered in the blue stuff, it makes it a bit hard when you're just looking down on top to be like, is that it there? Is that it over there? So we're going to see how this goes. I don't think we're going to make it. I don't know how to increase my engine throughput. Did we have any downtime? We did not have any downtime. Huh. Maybe the steeper orbit is the winner. We're definitely going to be in trouble soon. What's my current altitude? 238. All right, we got about 100 kilometers to play with. It's just not going to work, is it? I don't know why though, because this is the tech that actually did it, or at least they said it would actually do it. Maybe history is teaching us a lesson here. Yeah, no, we are not making it today. We will not stay in orbit today. I would like to see what happens to the end of this mission. So if we take that steep trajectory next time, that might be the winner. Maybe aim for a 500 kilometer parking orbit. I don't know what they were aiming for the mission. Oh, obviously they were never gonna say, right? It got hot. It got hot. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do about this. Gyroscope, yeah, it doesn't say anything about the intended circular orbit. Or intended orbit full stop, you know? Were they actually just going straight there? Could be. A 12-minute ago launch. Okay, we can take that. We can take that. Maybe aim for, like I say, a 400. That's where the ISS is, right? So a 400-kilometer orbit sounds good. Bam, bam, bam. 5, 4, engine ignition, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. I threw an extra 3 in there. The engine ignition should have been the 3. Oh well. Sometime during all this practice, I'll get there. Sometime. It's time for a non-caffeinated beverage break. It is it's not blisteringly hot, but it's pretty hot day today, and I need just a little bit of something. Of course, we can just relax to the sounds of the engine, the crackle of air being torn apart by the very explosive power that's going on here. Let's try that for an ascent. I think we're doing okay. I'm still not used to the new profile of launch. It's kind of crazy how much energy you have to give this. You know, who'd have thought? Real life rocket science, kind of difficult. I mean, obviously this caught me by surprise. Are we going too far, too fast with the tip? I think we might be. I'm going to kind of hold us here. Ease it about 45. Hope that this holds. I hope that the aerodynamic forces on the top of the craft, now that we start to get out of the airstream, aren't enough to completely twist us around. That's the big problem, of course. It happens quite often for us. 32 kilometers up, 67 kilometers on the apoapsis over there. I'm just gonna carry on tilting now, I think, and we'll just power this through all the way. Hopefully the apoapsis can end up like pretty far on the other side of the planet, and that would work well for me. We're about to come into a stage 2-1. Go. Nice stage, nice stage. Now we're just going to carry on hitting these stages as fast as possible, because literally we might not have what it takes for these engines to make it out else. Even still, I don't know whether this has got it. As long as we end up with an apoapsis over 300, 400, I feel better about where we are. I'm also noticing that my periapsis is going down a lot quicker this time, so that's nice. That's nice. I will be happy with a relatively low apoapsis. Down in the bottom left, if you're trying to keep track of what I'm saying, we've got apoapsis and periapsis over here. The periapsis needs to turn into a positive number instead. In fact, positive 100 for us not to end up back in the atmosphere. Anything over positive 0, yeah, the 0 can have a positive and negative. But anything over positive 0, we got ourselves an orbit, but it's an orbit that goes back into the atmosphere. Probably the worst situation to find ourselves in. Yeah, I'd imagine that's the point of like greatest melting. When you've got orbital velocity, but you are going to enter that atmosphere. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. We're making our way pretty well. We've got an apoapsis of 200 now. We've got periapsis of 5.7 million meters under the ground. That's what the minus means, right? Normally, when we're working out stuff like this for not plane orbits, for rocket orbits. I mean, we can do plane orbits if you want, but they're a bit different. Normally when we're doing this stuff for rocket orbits, we take everything from the center of the planet rather than the surface of the planet. But that's alright. Let's press space, and are we going? Is this going? I don't think it's going. I'm going. Alright, we're good. We're good. Is it going to get there? It's scary. It's scary. We're so close to apoapsis right now. That's the main problem. That's the main problem. Which, of course, like, you know, it's not that hard to convert between radius from the planet center and your position. You just take away. I mean, for Earth, it's is it 600 or 300 kilometers? Anyway, whichever number it is that I've used 1,000 times in the past, I can't remember right now. You just take that number off, and you get yourself an altitude, if you will, a height above the planet. It's kind of funny when you're working in the big numbers, you know, using the center of the planet, trying to tell the difference between the top of Everest and where the International Space Station is. It gets lost in the small numbers, right? It's crazy. Like when you round off to, you know, 36,000 kilometers or whatever, the difference between the ground and the ISS gets lost in those 1,000 or whatevers. And that's kind of cool. I like that. I like that. I know a lot of people don't like those types of numbers and those types of facts. Like just how indescribably small our slice of the universe is. Like even our slice of the planet is just nothing on the scale of the planet. And I guess I got comfortable with huge things a while ago. But yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like, you know, obviously doubly, triply, many morably times for the size of the universe, because it's so many morably times bigger. I don't think we're gonna make it again. This is rubbish. Why can't my spacecraft make it where it needs to go? All we're trying to do is launch this bit at the top here. It's such a tiny little thing, but just trying to get fast enough to leave Earth. Am I gonna call it here? We're already up and out. Yeah, I'm gonna call it here. Revert to launch. We can go back a year to the vehicle. So no, we're going to the launch. Gotta go higher. Keep going upwards. My ascent profile just didn't work for the type of craft we've got. 5, 4, engine ignition, 3, 2, 1, blast off. Yay! All right, we did it. Radial out. That's cool. Okay, I'm gonna go up. We're just going up for a bit. I can't help but want to put a little bit in the direction we want to fall, just so that there's a bit of... I don't know how to describe it. I want to call it a bit of leading velocity. Just the smallest amount of speed going in the direction that I want it, just so that when we do want to come off of directly upwards, we can lean in that direction a little bit easier. We've got a bit of inertia going that way. Inertia's the weirdest thing, right? Even when you weigh nothing, it's still just as hard to get you moving. Yeah, in space, it takes just as much of a push to shove you in space as it would to shove you on Earth. But it feels like it should be tied with mass, right? With how much you weigh, with gravity and stuff like that. You know, the bigger you are, the more inertia you've got. So the bigger you are, the more mass you've got. Feels like they should be connected, but there are various ways you can show that they're not. But they are. They really should be. Inertia's a weird property. Like, along comes Isaac Newton and just says, like, you know, if you leave something alone, it tends to stay alone. Can of worms. Like, my gosh. Can you really just unpack what he just said there? Why does it take effort to get something moving? Yeah, crazy. Crazy. And then because of that, we got to fire these huge explosions underneath our tiny little metal boxes to try and send the smallest amount of stuff the smallest distance away and feel like we've achieved the greatest thing ever, because it has been the greatest thing ever. Like, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, we are moving twice the speed of sound now. I think it might be time for us to start trying to turn into an orbital direction. By that, I mean sideways. Orbits, like they seem like they're up there, but they're not. They're really like sideways over that way. They're just very fast. Very, very fast. The way that I love it being described, though I do a very bad job of describing it, is orbits what you get when you're very bad at falling and you fall around the planet. Because you're going that way, but you're also falling down. But you're going that way so fast, the curve of the planet is curving away the same rate that you're falling. Like I said, I'm not very good at explaining that bit, but I love the explanation. Okay, let's try and turn a little bit more here. We're slowly, you can tell we're running out of fuel in the tanks because our acceleration is going through the roof. And we do ourselves a little boost there. Gotta work on the solid boosters. Get the Koryolev Cross. I can never say his name right, so. Learn the lesson from Pandora and Seven. Don't look in the box. Same with India Jones and the Lost Ark. Yeah. Oh, turning. Okay, we're up in orbit now. Well, no, we're not up in orbit. We're up in suborbit now. We've got an apoapsis of much higher than we ever had before. I need to go sideways. Sideways needs to happen. I hear a squirrel outside. It's really cute, right? So the lady next door puts out a nut box. Hey Juan, welcome. We are currently in RSS going to Mars, but I'm about to tell you about the squirrels in my back garden. She's got a little flap box, and they stick their head in there, pull out the nut, and as they pull their head back, it makes a little clunk noise. So I listen out for that quite often now. Got maybe 4 or 5, maybe more, maybe less squirrels that come around and chill out here. It's cool. Yeah, we are currently working on the first Mars probe that was ever launched. Not successfully. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But yeah, this is the Soviet 1M Mars mission. I'm sure it has a Russian name that I just cannot. But rather than destroying it, I thought we might actually try and take this to Mars. Because, I'm crazy like that. Woo, can't stop me. It's a bit of a warm day today. Things are slower paced than we would normally have them. But, it's pretty cool. Turns out I'm still not used. Close enough. Sergey was your favourite from the BBC Space Race show. Oh, that BBC Space Race show might be before my time, mate. That one I'm not sure about. That one I'm not sure about. Okay, let's bump out here and see what our. Oh, are we gonna make it? I don't know. We've got a long way to drop here, and we've not got long on the clock. I think this mission was doomed to always fail. I don't think. I might end up putting 2 engines on the bottom here. You see, we got this one. I might end up copying this out and putting 2 down. Because I just don't think. Sorry, suddenly hiccups. I just don't think we're quite putting out the power that we need. Ooh. Oh, someone's having a barbecue. Should be illegal. At least without offering me a bit. Yeah, I don't think this has got what it takes. It's not got the oomph that we want. Actually, let's go for like 30 degrees. Let's try that. Now this craft did only have one engine, but I think in the name of actually trying to get something out, we might have to rewrite history, so to speak. Yeah. So I'm watching the way this is dropping down and my time ticking. Yeah, I'm not feeling good about it. I'm not feeling good about it. And sometimes this can be the problem with RSS, I guess. You just can't get the power out in time. Legit, this is a problem with Earth. That's why we've got to use explosions, right? That's why we set fire to stuff and let the expanding gases carry our rockets. Because trying to get all the stuff out there... I'm actually going to have to go all the way back to vehicle assembly. Not great. I mean, you know, it works, but... Okay, here. This is the problem. No. No. Yeah, like that. We'll take that off. Okay, that's fine. That wasn't the problem. Oh no! What have I done here? Okay. Alright, we're fine. Oh, it won't let... Oh, yes, it will. Oh, it will let me. Okay, that's good. Like so. We're just gonna fiddle about with this a little bit. I don't want them like clashing too much, but you know, sometimes you have to accept a little bash. Okay, does that look good? Hey, it looks serviceable. It looks serviceable. That's bows to there. That. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, just rearranging some stages. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully this time the double engine got what it takes. More fuel out the back, more quick. Gives more of the push. Get our probe up to orbital velocity. Once we're in orbit, and this is the terrible thing. Like the tyranny. I'm going to say tyranny of the rocket equation, but it's not. It's the tyranny of living on a 1G planet. It takes more energy to get into orbit than it does to leave the solar system. Citation needed. It might be on the same order. But, like, yeah. It took the entire of whatever it was to launch the Voyagers. What is going on here? Anybody else feeling a little bit bad about what this is doing? I don't like that at all. I think we're going to go to the... vehicle assembly build. I don't like it. There we go. Tracking station. Your ELO returns. First ship 45 minutes from Kerbal capture. 10-minute burn for capture nuke burn. And should jump to your other ELO return mission. Oh, I love it when they both come screaming far too close to each other. I don't. I hate it. But here's how I can change to all of the different things. Oh yes. I don't know which one of these is Baikonur. Oh, look, right there. There's Baikonur from Kazakhstan. World's first and largest operational space launch facility. Wait, so they were going to do this at an even higher inclination, because Baikonur's like... This one? Yeah, look at that. I pulled it straight. I just looked at Asia and went, it's there. I know where that is. I don't know these ones. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. Anyway, we're going to December. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. December 13th, we're good. Somewhere around the 20th will be good. 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. What's this R7 on suborbital? I don't believe it. I should have actually probably waited to launch this until after I'd set my thing. Yeah, it would have been sensible. Should we recover this and then launch it again? I think that'll be smart, even though it's going to cost us a little bit of loading screen time. What? The original Baikonur was really somewhere else, but they moved it. I was on the backside of the moon where they were testing out their nukes. It was one of the things Hitler was really worried. No, I don't. I'm just making stuff up. What are you? I want to recover you. Thank you. Oh man, what do you reckon the craziest thing we could make up is and people would still go for it? It's not going to be that crazy, is it? Launch. I think we're good just to go. I think. Okay, ideally like somewhere in between the 2 launches we had last time. Should we give MechJeb another go? I'm so bad with MechJeb, but let's give it a go. MechJeb, we've got ascent guidance. Bam, bam, bam. Target periaps. 400. Target apoaps. 400. I have no idea what this other thing is. Current. I guess we just go. Engage autopilot. It looks good. 3, 2, what? Wait. What's... Yeah, no, that's right. I had to make sure we had all the right engines. And it's off on its own. Alright, away we go. I have no idea. I don't know whether to have full confidence in this or not. I don't know if there's a thing that I need to play with. I was seeing like this forced roll seems interesting. Limit Q. I don't care about the max dynamic pressure. Don't care about. I don't think we can accelerate more than 40 meters per second. I just don't think that's a jump we're gonna make. We barely made it above 1G. Vertical ascent. We're closing on speeds here. Okay, that's because somewhere beginner pitch start 100 meters per second. Pitch program until stage 8. Which one's stage 8? Look at this. I don't believe it. I don't know what it's talking about. I mean, it might be doing what we expect it to. The numbers are looking pretty good. The steering losses are surprisingly high, actually. But I think we can live with it. I think we can live. We're just going to stick with this one until the end of times. We totally could have ridden this till morning. I don't know why we left at middle of the night. Because we like to see the lights of Miami. I think that's Miami down there. Maybe Miami's up that way. I don't know. Let's... Oh, this might steal some of my internet. I'm going maps. Kennedy Space Center. No, it's like, did you want the thing in England? No, it's not. That's not what I want. Thank you. Okay, so it's very south. Wait. So Miami is that one, or maybe that one. Something down that way. Very important to know where you are geographically. Very important. Okay, so what is our trusty autopilot doing right here? It doesn't give you a lot of feedback. This is one thing I do have to say. Not a great deal of feedback. Checking on the stage. Yeah? Yeah, why not? Seems to be doing okay. It's a bit hard to tell. It's definitely really pushing the apoapsis up, which is nice. That's what I want to see. This is the kind of climb rate I was hoping that I could have stuck with. It's not staged. Why is it not staging? Do I have to stage? It's because it wanted to burn out the last. I don't like that. I don't like that. It burnt through some. So because of realism overhaul, a little bit of fuel gets left in the old tanks. This turns out to be a problem for MechJeb because it doesn't think we've burnt through all the fuel, so it needs to go through it all. Because there's boil off. I'm using cryogenic propellants. If they get warm, they evaporate. And if they evaporate unevenly, then I end up with more of one than the other. Yeah, I don't know. We'll wait and see how it plays out. We'll wait and see how it plays out. So far, so good with the ascent profile, though. I am pretty much feeling it. I wish we had gone during the day. I fully am 100% on board with you there. It looks like we are going to make our way to the right sort of height. I don't know. I'm looking at the periapsis here. Well, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. We're managing to hold our apoapsis perfectly apart, a perfect distance away from us. So, it just dropped down a second. I don't like that. I think we're going to speed up time now. We've been flying for a little bit. It's time to use the tools that are available to us. Yes. Hopefully it's going to make it nice and round. Is it gonna... Oh, it does stage, and away we go at a weird angle. I'm not sure why it did it at that angle. I'm gonna once again just leave it. It probably knows what it's doing, right? Are we getting better burn? I feel like we're getting a better burn. I'm not sure why it's burning down like this. This is not... I don't like it. But I've committed, so we're going to do it. We're going to just leave it to do what it's doing. I'm not sure why it's burning down. Circularizing of some description, but I would have carried on burning forwards. We're like 40 degrees downwards at this point. What's it going to do when we reach apoapsis? What's it gonna do? It's brought my apoapsis down below 300 kilometers. I'm very confused by it. I'm tempted to use it. To use the mech jeb here right up until that last stage. Because now we're up at... What is it doing? Is there something I've done wrong here? I really want to put it back over this way, but look, it's fighting me. It's fighting me. Now we're going backwards. I must have set something up wrong here. And I wish I knew what, because it was going so well up until that point. That was totally what I was hoping for, up until that point. Can we revert to launch? Wait, let's go to morning. I'd like to see this in morning. And then I'm going to use the, as I said, I'm going to use the flight up until it's like leaving the atmosphere, and then I'm going to take over and fly naturally. Where's the fly me till morning? Does that exist? I'm sure that exists somewhere. Fine, I'll do it manually. It's probably out on the KSC screen. I think that's wrong. All right, engaging the autopilot. Firing the engines. 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, that's good. That's good. Now, if I could PVG after stage. Wait. I found a thing here. Primary vector guidance. I don't know what the primer vector guidance. Okay, after stage. What? 2? 2? Let's go 2. I don't know if that's going to help. I might even turn that off. Can we fly double time? We can, and it's only putting my computer under a great deal of stress. No problem. No problem. Pitch program is rolling with us until... Oh, so that's what's going on. It was pitch programming and didn't encounter its stage. Okay. I wish... So I don't know if anybody's been playing with this along with me, but in MechJeb up here, right, you've got the online manual. It lies. It's the online manual for the old version of MechJeb, and then it says follow this to the new version, and you go to the new version, and it's not. It's a 4-year-old version that hasn't been updated and uses like the old systems. And you look at one and you look at the other, and like these don't even look like each other anymore. The skip to more icon appears when you hover over the time, and the top left is a sun icon. Okay, we'll look again in a moment. Obviously, we're too far involved now, but thank you, Dida Cornell. Welcome. Thank you for the feedback all about it. If you happen to be a MechJed expert, hit me up in Discord because I'm really not getting on with what holds for documentation around here. Please just stage MechJeb, please. I now understand why you do what you do, but that's not great. That's not great. Now, at what point I feel like I'm going to sneeze savagely. I'm going to carry on talking, but I'll go quiet at some point. Oh no, actually. My mute button doesn't work. How dare you? Okay, well, anyway. We are... Yeah, I'm just going to carry on flying this. I'm going to disengage autopilot. No! I forgot it turns it off. Ah! That hurts. That honestly hurts. I haven't used MechJeb since... Yeah. He came back to KSP after the KSP 2 drama. Yeah, I might add a few mods back in. Yeah, I mean, I'm only doing this because I've been playing KSP 1 Raw since early days, right? So over here, over the time... Yeah, no, I'm not seeing it right now. I'm sure it's like behind there, right? Let's go to Space Center. Any moment now. We're getting to the point of the stream where the loading screens are becoming a thing. Tis an unfortunate side effect of just being on Kerbal 1. Here, warp to sunrise. Which would be like... I don't know about you, but that looks like an hour after sunrise to me. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe we can. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do it raw. You're going to watch me. 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Okay, so we know to go upright until 100 meters per second, right? We know this. We've seen this. We do this via the MechJeb stats, right? And then it starts turning at like 0.4 of a degree per second. Now, I am not good enough at this game to be able to do 0.4 of a degree per second. I do, however, know where the trim controls are. So maybe we're going to try that. We're going to put the smallest amount of trim on and see if we can just carry on leaning over in a way very similar to what MechJeb was just doing. So for those of you that don't know, you press and hold the Alt button and then you press the direction you want to go. And that should just add the trim a little bit. It doesn't like it because we are, of course, looking directly upright. But now look at that. Hands off the keyboard, and we got some yaw. We're not yawing. Can I turn that off? We got some yaw. Very small amounts that are unfortunately going to carry on picking up. If you press Alt and X, it clears all of the all of your trim. Okay, that turns out was too much. That turns out was too much. But we can balance this. We can make it work. We can get there. Just about. I think I might just carry on pushing it. This roll. I might just carry on pushing it semi-manual. If I carry on pointing towards my prograde, and then just you'll see me like hammering the button, but I'm trying to get a smooth flow. Unfortunately, like I never hook up my controller. Why are we spinning so savagely? Oh well, I'll take the savage spins. It turns out that's fine. Suddenly my browser has gone dead again. Why does it keep doing that? That's not helpful. Oh, now I'm pressing the wrong buttons at the wrong place. Low. Okay, let's try and get back on track with the flight here. I was just typing a lot of cues into the message box as I was trying to bring my spin into some sort of decent pattern. Let's press that. What's with our apoapsis right now? Okay, this is good. I kind of want to be at 45 degrees somewhere about here, and we're not. So I'm gonna point there and then just tell it to hold. One thing you can do is quickly tap F. F will turn your SAS off and back on, and that will kind of like retell it where the center of focus is, if you will. So like when you turn your SAS on for the first time, it's like, I want to be pointed in this direction. And if you drift round and you don't want to be pointed in that direction anymore, press F and it'll change that to where you are currently looking. Okay, that's it. That's the angle we want. I'm just gonna hold this angle mostly now until stage. Well, there we go. Until we until we hit 45 degrees exactly, and then I'm gonna hit the stability assist, and we're just gonna carry on flying at that angle, because we've got an apoapsis of 200, 300. I'm aiming for 4. I think I'm aiming for 400. Even still, this is feeling good. Oh, orbital mechanics are underway. Poor guy. I was reading on the KSP subreddit earlier today, and some person was like, I really enjoy building the space stations and the spacecraft and the space planes and stuff, but I can't get grips on orbital mechanics. I mean, cool, but surely wrong game. Like, I don't want to be gatekeeping, but isn't this game pretty much all orbital mechanics? But secondly, they thought, sorry, shouldn't really be. They thought that RSS would be the first place to jump into. I was like, if you can't no wonder you're not doing well if RSS is the first one. Halfway through that, an alert for other ship captures has popped up. I mean, to be fair, this is one of the things that I love most about Kerbal Alarm Clock, is it does let you set up multiple missions like that. All about that myself. Particularly if you've got a bunch of... I normally put a bunch of stuff around Kerbin. I like having a tourist transfer station. I like having a fuel transfer station. I like having somewhere for my... I'm going to say my engineers, my cleanup crew and stuff like that to hang around. So having a lot of alarm clocks to manage all of that is pretty good. 3, 2, 1, stage. We're flying. FSBWV, how are you doing? Good to see you. We are trying to put ourselves into a decent orbit here. I'm guessing at 4th go. Is this my 4th go at this launch? It's not been going so well. We do seem to be doing okay this time, though. I'm going to hope. Maybe 30 degree hold now rather than the 45 degree. We desperately need to get this number down, but that's not going to happen unless the apoapsis stays relatively high, right? We've added a second engine to the back of this. It now looks a little bit like a Centaur, which is not what we should have been aiming for. But it's better than not being able to put the fuel out the back of the rocket fast enough, which was definitely a problem that we were having. And now I'm kind of wondering whether we're going to burn halfway through the fuel by the time we get through the 3 minutes up to apoapsis. RSS intimidates the heck out of you. You know what? I'm here playing and it intimidates the heck out of me. It's I thought I knew what I was doing. I don't think I'm too proud to admit that I came into this woefully unprepared. Woefully unprepared. Yeah. I was like, I played Kerbal for ages. It's just a bit further. What more? Oh, no. No. It's a whole different mindset. And a mindset I don't mind saying that I still haven't quite got a hold of. Yeah. Okay, apoapsis is like racing away from me right now. So I'm going to point towards the vector. Because that's more efficient for getting my periapsis up. Got to try and keep this kind of steady if we can. That's the launch pad we left from. Cape Canaveral, Kennedy Space Center, NASA's headquarters. They'll be glad to know I'm launching Soviet stuff from there. I don't think we're gonna make it. Look, what is up with this? I'm just looking at our orbit, at the amount of fuel we're expending, how far away things are. Keep pulling prograde. I think that's gonna help. Oh, it's gonna be so close. Does this throttle? Is this a throttleable engine? Nope. Good job we can reignite it because I didn't mean to take it all the way down to 0. Lol. We got 5 of those, right? Let's stop. Let's wait. If we got a bunch of reignites, I'm gonna do it closer because we're at the point where we're pushing it all, pushing the apoapsis further away. Let's get close. That close. Go. Okay, yeah, that's much nicer. Much nicer. We might need to use a tiny bit of fuel from the actual craft itself. Which, not great if I'm to be honest with you. That's not great at all. I wonder whether I could have... Oh. No, I put stuff on here to be... No, why? All I wanted you to do was fight the push of the decoupling. Why? See, and this is the big problem with RSS, because things that you think are just gonna be fine are most definitely not. Well, the good news is this is almost exactly the fate of the original mission. Can we? I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try it. Why not? Unlimited ignitions or 23 ignitions? Let's go. Like, I can't believe this has got no gimbal for starters. Am I finally gonna hit India? You know what? Maybe. I can't. I am so gutted. And like, no, we are. I was about to say, we're like pointed the wrong way for the way the thrust vector is, so we should sort it out, but it's not. This is continuing to spin. Well, should we go see Morocco, Madagascar? There's the east coast of Africa. We cleared Africa. Wait, did we? Have I underestimated the size of Africa? I might have underestimated the size of Africa. Oh, yeah, no, I totally. The Gambia? We're about to hit the Gambia? Is the RSS more challenging? Oh, yes. Yes, RSS is a lot more challenging. There is a career mode for it, RP1. Which I think I might have to go play. It definitely feels like that would be beneficial so that I can understand the tech. Because one of the things that's a little bit weird are things like your reaction control wheel. I mean, you can see it. It does next to nothing. We can slam some RSS on here, right? RCS, sorry. Where are we coming down? You know what? I'm not so knowledgeable. I know we got like Kenya over here, and South Africa's down there. We got the Gambia, Togo, Somalia, Madagascar. I'm not so good with this bit right here. Google Maps. Let's go see. Let's expand our geography knowledge together. A little more zoom, thank you. Tanzania, Zambia. So Tanzania's over here. We got Mozambique down there. So this lump here, this is northern Mozambique. Oh, it's hot. I can hear it. It's hot. We've lost the solar panels. We've lost control. It's all good though. Oh, now it stabilizes. Alright, now it's like, yeah, I think I know which way we want to be. Alright. Let's go add some... Oh man, it's so long ago. Hello. This is another problem. Even though it's supposed to be fixed by editor extension, this bad boy here, you're making ships that are too large for the VAB. Yeah, these. Man, did we figure out which of these was best? That looks pretty good. N-class. What are the differences? I don't actually know. I don't know at all. Oh, they're big. We've run into those before, right? Let's use these ones. Let's go with 4. Like so. No. I wish the fairings would chill out. Ah, there we go. Orthogonal 5. Thank you. Ugh, it's a bit much around the side there, isn't it? I agree. Is that the smaller one? Let's put it down here so we can see sizes. So that's that one. Is there a difference? That one's definitely bigger. That's definitely bigger. We're just getting bigger the deeper down we go. I think so. So is this really the smallest? No, there we go. Okay. Would you believe they're all in size order? Will this be enough? Oh, not if this fairing causes the end of the stream prematurely. Oof. 5 horn. Okay, there we go. Move that down there. It's a little bit too far. Wait. If we take this down to that setting, we can just put that exactly where I want it. And then go back to pick and place, part 1. Like that. Okay. Surely that's steerable. Surely. Who knows? Who knows? Can we change what type of engine? I have no idea. Cavat B. Caviar B. I don't know what that is. Cave B. We'll go with that. maximum tech level, because we'll cheat where we can. We did get maximum tech level on this one, right? No, that's because that's all there is. Okay, what about you down here? Maximum tech level? We can't tell. Yeah, maximum tech level. Okay, that's fine. No, that's not right. Getting these fairies. There's a whole bunch of new systems to learn for Real Scale. They're just a little bit awkward, especially when you spent forever knowing the original KSP stuff. It's not like the end of the world. And it's definitely, after playing KSP 2, oh, it's such a jump back. Like, if there was one thing, only one thing KSP 2 did well, it was they fixed the VAB. The saving system was a bit weird. You could tell they hadn't thought that through. But the actual, like, how to move around, build spacecraft, stuff like that. That's the one thing I gotta be like, please, can someone make that a mod for KSP 1? If someone can do that, oh, I'd be so incredibly happy. Okay, let's warp to close to sunrise. Oh look, we move around. Fly away. Hopefully, will we? Okay, we're down to the last of my tea, so I think whatever happens with this one is whatever happens with this one. Downrange distance, we are a massive 200mm wobble. That is crazy, actually. Okay, 5, 4, engine ignition, 2, what? Sorry, throttle up. 2, 1, blast off. And away we go. On the 5th launch, you know, no one made it to Mars first go. So I feel okay with that. Once again, just going to get a little bit of a leading velocity on the go. Not huge. I just want to have a little bit of tilt on the go. I like having pre-tilt, you know. It helps me save face when the tilt finally happens. We are burning through that fuel at quite the rate. Let's go on up here to time warp ×2. I don't know about you. I feel like we could make our way through the time. Why did it offer me the warp to sunrise now? What's with that? Huh? I don't know. Maybe I missed it earlier. Oh, I totally should have been steering by now. We're going to steer, we're going to turn down our time acceleration, because I'm going to have to steer pretty hard to get back onto roughly the right trajectory that I was aiming for. 45 degrees by about 10 kilometers up is ideal. I'll take 20 or 30 kilometer up, though. As long as we hit that 45 degrees before the staging happens. I am turning far too hard right now. I can feel the aerodynamic drag starting to try and take the front of my craft. I'm going to hit prograde and let it try and steer back to being on track. Okay, that's good. I do like that as a little tip. If you find yourself losing control of your rocket, just hit prograde. Your rocket will try and sort itself out. It's somewhat unfortunate that you can't, and this is what I was trying to do earlier and it didn't work, that you can't set a little bit of trim up and also have your SAS turned on. Like I said, I tried to do it earlier. I would have liked to just have a little bit, you know, looking at prograde, but not quite, but looking a little downrange. Unfortunately, not a setting on any of the auto SASs that I have found, so we just got to kind of play it ourselves. Okay, let's get aggressive here. Let's get aggressive. I want to turn over to like 50 degrees at least. If we press F and reset that, beautiful, it's all working fine. First ELO return, captured for return to base later, jumped ship and 5 minutes to the next burn. Okay, nice, love it. Love the missions going well. At least someone is having a good mission. Stage 3, 2, 1, go! And we burn. Burn for all we've got. Cause like that's literally the point, right? Burning for all we've got. My apoapsis right now, 180, 190 kilometers. What is this phase angle from Mark? Is that how far out I'm supposed to be from the inclination that I set on the guidance? That'd be pretty extreme. Pretty extreme. We seem to be getting more distance away. I think I'm alright just carrying on with where I feel like we're going. We'll have a correction burn mid course if we need to. That's no problem. Out of the pretty much 4,000 delta V that I have expended, 2.5 of that has gone into my forward velocity. The rest, unfortunately, lost to fighting gravity and my steering losses. I don't know how we would minimize the gravity losses. And the steering losses, I think I am minimizing about as well as I can. There are a few points that I don't do quite as well when I'm like, oh no, quick, steer back here. Those times aren't the best. But they're doing all right. They're doing all right. Okay, I'm bringing my nose down to about 40 degrees rather than the 50 that we're at. Let's try and start getting a bit more sideways velocity than forwards velocity. My apoapsis is currently going up, so I'm going to point towards my prograde here, and that's good. The whole time my apoapsis is going up, we're just going to hit prograde for all we're worth. That should be great. There's Florida down there. I always feel like maybe they slightly overdo the atmospheric fog in things like Scatterer. I'm not even really like saying in the eyes of realism, because no doubt someone's done the maths and they know exactly what's going on there. I just feel like from an artistic point of view, I like to be able to see that, you know, that's one coast and that's the other, not squint at it and be like, is that what's going on there? Yeah. Maybe that's just my own choices, though. Okay, can we burn sideways a bit faster? Look, let's get that number dropping as fast as we can here. Little bit of steering losses here, but I think we're fine with that. We're definitely not going to be short of a little bit of upwards velocity. That is almost for certain. How far is our apoapsis up? 450. Like it, and we're going further up as well. Because whilst we are pointing sideways, our apoapsis is over there. Wait, over there. So we're going in that direction as well. Look at that sun. Oh, it's beautiful. Tiny, but beautiful. I suppose that is. I mean, that is the thing with our sun. Like, on our scale, unimaginably gigantic. On the scale of the stars, that's all right. You know, middle of the pack. You know, if we drew a bell curve, it would appear to be quite far up there because there's a lot of low mass stars, like a lot of them. But you get some that are like 30, 40, 50. I believe one in the Magellanic Cloud has been measured to 200 solar masses. You know, once a star that weighs 200 times the amount of our star. Like, that is a ridiculous amount of weight. How does it not just crush in on itself? I mean, fusion. I know that. It's definitely a good question to contemplate. You know, what really does stop these huge things crushing down? Now, what stops the Earth crushing down to a tiny thing? Well, it's the normal chemical bonds, like, you know, those things you drew in school, like, you know, between water molecules, between the hydrogen and oxygen and stuff like that. That's what's stopping us smashing into the center of the Earth and stuff like that. But when you get up to sun sizes, that's not good enough anymore. You got so much energy that you just like smash all over that. That's why you need fusion pushing back. Anyway, after that small little detour there, we're still burning. We are still burning. Let's try and push this time acceleration up a little bit more. That'd be good. I hope we might be making it now. I'm not sure. This really does seem like an underpowered spacecraft. But I followed the notes almost exactly. I'm going to keep this at about 30 degrees. Hopefully we can keep the apoapsis a little bit ahead of us. And so let's times 3 this. Let's times 3. I feel like the way that we're traveling is good. Apoapsis seems to be traveling with us into the future. Indeed, it's now pushing even further into the future. That's good. I hope that we can keep the fuel burning for as long as we need it, though. I'm a little bit worried that we're going to run out. If I can bring my nose down. We're at times 3, so I don't really want to touch it. Let's bring it down to like there. Bring it back down to 30 degrees. We're not under acceleration. Oh wait, no, I've got to press Alt and do that. It's like we're not under acceleration. Of course we're under acceleration. I'm using the engine. What do you think it's talking about? Okay, let's get closer and closer. I don't think it's going to stop us getting there now. Yeah, no. Even if I go prograde, I think this number's going to carry on going up. Okay, that's good. We are in what I would like to call a stable climbing situation. Took a while to get here. This is the orbit I've been, well, the situation, the climb that I've been after for a long time. Is it going to be enough to get us up to a proper circular orbit? I don't know. Probably not. We've got to get to. I mean, is it 7.5? And we've got 1 point. I mean, we might get there. I think we're going to be just like ever so slightly underpowered. Oh, it's good. It's good. 1.3, 1.2, 1.1, but our apoapsis is going further. We're definitely not hitting Africa now. Oh, we're still hitting Africa now. Okay, we're suddenly flitching backwards. I'm not sure why. I'm going to wait for us to do a full turn. Revolution. Backflip. And that'll bring us closer to our apoapsis as well. And then when we're around there, oh, I wonder if we can extend the panels without causing trouble. I sure would like to keep some electric charge going, you know? Okay, I think we're nearly at the point where we can slow down and do a stage. I kind of would like to get a little bit closer. Should we try getting a little bit closer? Oh, am I going to cheat? Oh, so I was about to... No, I think I'm going to do it. I was about to time warp, and in fact, I am going to time warp. I'm gonna use the RCS to like slow us down. Oh, it's because I've not activated them yet. Wait. Let's pull these into frame here. No? Oh, why didn't anybody call me out on that? I've not put any fuel on there. I mean, it's funny, but it's also not. And I go. I mean, something's happening. Wow. I think with that monumental mess up, I am going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time, where we fully intend to actually take this to Mars. I am going to fix the RCS issue, because that's totally the only thing stopping us go to Mars. Maybe next time we will do the fabled task of hitting India. It feels like the next big thing. We're definitely... Oh, we don't quite clear Tanzania, Mozambique. That is a shame. let's burn up in orbit. No, let's burn up in the atmosphere. The orbit do be elsewhere. I almost just want to turn that on and let it backflip us, right? Solar panels be gone. I'm expecting, yep, the communication array, engines, and everything. All right. Returning to the vehicle assembly. We're going to put the fuel tanks on, and then I'm actually going to say goodbye. Up the top here, quick zoom in. I really look here. This is all we did. We came down here. Oh, they've hidden my monoprop. It's kind of sorted them by mass. There. No, not these ones. Wait, we played this game before. These ones. Oh. No way of shrinking them down. Okay, well, what else are we using then? I thought this was going to be super easy. They're even bigger. There, these. This is what I'm looking for. Something like this. What's this one called? Angled RCS 28 whatever. Angled RCS. None of these. Here. Ma'am. But I'll see you then when we're gonna do that. Bye.